we'll be taking a look at Darkwing Duck issue 9 by Dynamite Comics, written by Amanda Dibert, with interior art by Carlo Loro, the main cover being done by Leslie Lee, but this variant cover is done by Cat Staggs. So we pick up where the last one left off, as Darkwing and the gang are still trying to figure out who took Launchpad and where he is. And after getting a clue from Morgana, they're briefly reunited with Neptunia, which leads to a bit of a back and forth between Darkwing and Neptunia, before then she quickly goes her own way. Darkwing then meets up with Morgana again, she gives him a truth potion, and he heads out into the city to try to figure out where Launchpad is. We get a couple scenarios where Darkwing ends up unintentionally harassing St. Canard citizens before he's reunited with Stegmutt. And with a little help from Herb Muddlefoot, they eventually find the right direction to go. And the comic comes to an end, as now they have a destination, and we head to the end of the story arc. First of all, my thoughts. I'd say that this comic kind of feels like it's been really padded out. On a plot level, a lot of this stuff is kind of just biding our time while we wait till the next issue, which will be the end of the story arc. So a lot of it is padded out, and very little progress into where Launchpad is made until the very end of the issue, which is a flaw in the writing for the trade style that this Darkwing series has had pretty much from the beginning, where storylines that should be 1 or 2 issues are padded out for 3 or 4 issues, as well as characters not being given a lot to do, and characters kind of dropping in and dropping out of the story. Though on the plus side, the art is a lot more consistent, as well as also the characters are far more expressive. It sometimes does have its drawbacks when characters will make really bizarre faces, as well as some pretty weird sound effects that are supposed to be funny but kind of just make you roll your eyes. All in all, it kind of feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. This issue is better than the first couple issues. It does feel like a step down from some of the more recent issues, merely due to the fact that not much progress in the story is actually made, as well as Gizmo Duck has very little to do, and Goslin has very little to do, and Stegmutt doesn't show up until nearly the end of the issue, when they probably could have been utilizing this pages to maybe break the group into 2, and then have the Darkwing story, have the Darkwing plot be the main plot, and then have a B plot where we were following other characters. That way, everyone has something to do. You can cut back and forth between the 2 storylines, and then they come together at the end of the issue. It's now official that the Darkwing comics will come to a close with issue 10, and then Justice Ducks will replace Darkwing. So we'll see how that goes. Well, we can only hope that issue 10 is good and can end this series off on a high note, because it's been pretty rocky, this whole series. But we'll have to wait and see. Well, till next time, see ya.